Hi, welcome to episode 15 of Life in the Flat Lane. 15 episodes already. Crikey, I know that's so it's been a week and a half, hasn't it, this week? Had some amazing weather. Really nice to see the sunshine come out all week and people's spirits get lifted with that. Absolutely brilliant. Um, Scale wise, we're on about a 7 at the moment, but we're sitting on average about that, to be fair. Because we're still finally we're finished coming off the tramadol, we're not far off getting off that completely. And I've had a bit an adventurous week with some suicidal fish. You forgot about that, didn't you? Over there is I've got a nice large fish tank, has an external pump, and I noticed that the fish were all at the top, sort of like all of them pointing upwards, sort of like at the top, trying to get to the air. So I'm like, okay, so I tested the water, and you do your nitrogen level, and it was bright red. It needs to be yellow, so it was way out. So I need to do a massive water change. So I did huge water change. Plugged the filter back in. I thought that's nowhere near as powerful as it should be.
No, we did a water change, and as you were cleaning out the filter, there was already a fish in there.
And there was a fish in there, so there was one. So on the inlet pipe, so from the tank into the filter, on the top of the inlet, inside the tank, there is a filter. And that's when I realised that I don't know what they've been doing, but they took the filter off. And this is going to say hello, Myla. They took the filter off, and I've got some quite thin, long fish, 4 of them, in fact. And one of them had decided somehow it had managed to swim all the way down there, and not only down through the pipe, but it actually got into the filter itself. It was in the main top part of the filter where I split that. So like radio. So put everything back together, cleaned it all up, put everything back together, put the water back in, switched the filter back on. I'm like, that's not as powerful as it should be. So that's okay. So they eventually figured out that there's between the tank and the thing is a flexi pipe. There's something clearly blocking that, which basically means almost a full tank drain to get, because I have to get it lower than where the inlet pipe goes. So we did that, took the pipe off, and lo and behold, another fish was in there. So there was a little suicide pact going on between 2 of them, which was not good. Very messy. I'm just going to move this around a bit because I've got a little. Look, can you see it? Say hello, Myla. There's Myla keeping me company. Look, bless her. So yeah, that was a bit of a shattering exercise, and is not good for anybody with a back problem at all. So that was good fun, wasn't it? Yeah, suicide. But got it sorted in the end, and ended up sorting out because I've got a load of rocks in that tank as well. So sorted all that out because they've been doing some digging underneath it, and very very fussy at the moment. She's determined to get on here, aren't you? Yeah. So I had a good clean out in there, and must now seem to have some very happy fish, although they're very big fish, very big fish. So that's getting there at the moment. Then. So yeah, that was a bit of a awkward hindrance this week, as she is just determined to do her lemur tail go past. She's now wandering off, bless her. So yeah, the eagle-eyed amongst you might notice that I'm wearing an ice hockey t-shirt, which but because last night GB played Italy, which is the second game they played at Planet Ice in Milton Keynes on a couple of days ago. And last night they were at the Motorpoint Arena in Nottingham, which was sellout, and that's the highest ever home crowd for Great Britain men's team. In I think they said in history. I think in certainly, well, I don't know about history, but certainly for a very long time. Over 6,000 fans at the Field Motorpoint Arena last night. So nice, great to have a sellout. Really good atmosphere. So yeah, and GB won as well. We beat Italy 4-1, and now the team are off over to Italy for 2 games over there. So I think sometime next week or the week after. So yeah, good performance from the team all round. Anything else we've had this week? Really? Not really. Just no. T-shirt gate again though. Yeah. Somebody's eyeing the t-shirts this week. and folded her own and told me and said, brought them all in when she was so pleased with her effort on folding her t-shirts that she said, all mine are the same size. They still look massive, but yeah, these were folded. They're all XL. Yeah, I'm a large. I'm large. My wife is not huge. She just likes big baggy t-shirts, and they're all XL t-shirts. But they still look really huge when she folds them. Mine are all the same size when I fold mine. They just didn't look as big as that. But she was so proud of herself, bless her. But to come in and show me, it's like I don't expect your t-shirts, darling. Somebody's giving me a bird right now. I spent all that time ironing those shirts.
It was always more shirts for you.
Literally, guys, you told me you wore one shirt a week. Tramp. Every time she went out for a walk. Yeah, absolute tramp. Yeah. Nose blind.
It didn't smell, it was wrong.
According to some people, yeah. So, yeah. So yeah, that's the last ice hockey action, live action we're going to see now till September. So now we'll be arranging some meetups with our friends. There'll be a few barbecues going on between now and when the season starts again in August/September. Well, the season will start in October, so we'll have all the pre-season stuff first. So yeah, see what happens. Waiting for some signing news for the team at the moment. There's one team, I think Sheffield have apparently announced all their team already for next season. A few other teams have announced a few signings. We have announced those that have left. Absolutely nothing on those that potential signings. Those that are staying and any new signings as of yet. I'm sure they'll come thick and fast, hopefully. But yeah, no, it was really good to have that kind of atmosphere. I'm very disappointed with the merch. I've got to be honest though, from GB, that was really disappointing. They said they would have some replica shirts, but it was absolute chaos. It was like a jumble sale when you went in there, because the way they had it laid out, there was no room for anybody. So you've got your counter right at the back, and then you've got an aisle here, an aisle here, a row here, a rail here, a rail here, and a rail over here. And everybody's trying to get it all into the same spot. And when you've got 6,000 people in the arena, there's a lot of people wanting merch. Yeah, it was not the best. Even a couple of weeks ago at Playoffs, the GB merch wagon was there, so we were having a look then to try and get a shirt. You want an ice hockey jersey, especially when you support your national team. Nothing, not a single shirt was there, and absolutely nothing on the website either, which is absolutely ridiculous. This is our national team, for crying out loud. So come on, sort it out. We want GB shirts. It would be a good idea. One thing I have done this week is need to say had enough of what's been going on with the medical side of things now. So an email. My wife has spent quite a bit of time going through my medical records because I can access pretty much absolutely everything on my app. So she's been going through that, keeping a record of everything, and there's now been an email gone off to PALS, which is the patient and liaison service, which is the complaint service, and also to the ICB, the Integrated Care Board, which are dealing with hospitals, about the non-effective, non-joined-up care that I've received so far, and the fact that 4 months down the line, and goalposts are just moving further and further away. There's a full timeline on there, 2-page, very well-written email. We'll just wait to see what comes back from that. They're supposed to get back PALS within 3 working days, so that should be at Tuesday next week because of the bank holiday. ICB allegedly should be the same time, but according to they've got staff shortages, so don't know. I'm expecting it to be a bit longer because there's multiple agencies going to be involved with this one. So we'll wait and see. We'll actually wait and see, but ask some very specific questions and being quite direct on what we're looking for and what we want to happen, and why has not, what's gone wrong, why to find out why it's gone wrong, what's taken so long in various different departments, and why is it taking so long just to get it in front of a specialist. It's ridiculous. A consultant of some sort, somebody who can actually have a look and say, yes, you need to do this, get the imaging work done, get the right thing done.
At the end of my tether now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at the end of my tether. okay.
Yeah, we
Please
just
push me over the edge.
we have to keep waking up every day and smiling and getting on with it, but it's just not getting any easier, and to the point where my career at the moment is in jeopardy. Then that just goes. It's not helping, especially when you work for that particular service as well. So we'll see what happens. Um, we're going to be away for a couple of days this week as it's our anniversary, our wedding number 8 wedding anniversary. Written a card. Yeah, to anybody keeping track on that. I've written a card. Present's done. All sorted. I got checked up on. Was it today when you checked up on me?
Yeah.
It was, yeah. Yeah, I got this little whinge from the kitchen.
No.
Have you written your card yet? Yes, I have. And the surprise when I had. And then I turned it back on and said, have you written yours yet? And she went, yes, I have written mine too.
I did mine on Friday.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh.
See?
Did you do yours when I was at the gym?
Yes.
Well, I did mine first.
It's not about who does them first. They're both given on the same day, so no, I could have done it the day before.
No, you could take them with them.
Yeah, I've got to remember to take with us now. That's the only thing. Yeah, it'll be so funny if we forget that. Obviously ecstatic this weekend because I'm not ecstatic that Derby lost. I'm ecstatic that Ipswich won and got promoted. It's back into the Premiership. Let's see who we're playing. Whether it's going to be Spurs, who had that win today, West Ham, that was a poor loss yesterday, or Forest. They could still suffer. I know what my wife is wishing for. Yeah, the tricky trees to go down, eh? That's what you're wishing.
I mean, we don't really want to play them, but it's funny if they go down.
Yep. So, yeah, and of course, Derby unfortunately lost yesterday and did not make the playoffs. So, yeah, never mind. Sulking, not much. Really?
That's a rate. So
yeah,
that's a good season.
Average, I think, is what you're looking for there.
How many teams are there?
How many what?
Teams are there?
24.
Yeah, we're not 24, so it's good.
Yeah. I suppose there is that. You're not relegated, so yeah. So yeah. The weather looks a bit crappy next week. So we've had some. To be fair, we've had some decent weather this week. So hopefully we can. We can have a really good summer. Out of your sunflowers, you've still got 11 out of the 12. Yeah, their number 12 has not come up. So 11 that are absolutely going for it now that have been moved to a new, bigger enclosure before they get ground planted. Mother-in-law has had 10 and father-in-law has had 9. So mother-in-law is very happy that she's beaten father-in-law.
I think she said that she's got 9.
Did she? So she lied.
10 and the next day she says, I think I've got 1 left.
Oh, dear.
I don't really know what she's
All right, so the level pegging then. Unless she buys one and cheats. or steals one of ours, I'm not sure. We'll see how that goes. But she's going to do us a favour this week and just look after the putty cats while we go away for a couple of days, bless her, while she's at work. So, yeah. That's pretty much where we are. We're sort of like we're grinning bearing stuff at the moment. The tramadol says almost off that now. The cough seems to have been sorted. So I'm just waiting now for the back to get sorted so we can get back on my feet and get moving around, or at least get some sort of relief. I'm just going to use the tramadol for the pain relief when it gets ridiculous. So when it starts hitting 8 and 9, which I have had that this week, when it gets a bit silly, we'll see what goes from there, and just use it to knock me out, so I at least get some sort of relief. It was nice to have a lie-in this morning. Just nearly, now just because you got up early, yeah. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. All I did snooze well this afternoon, watched the Grand Prix, which was really good. Good win for Antonelli. Some interesting racing. These new regulations are having causing a bit of chaos for everybody at the moment. But at least it wasn't a wet race, so we'll see what happens in a couple of weeks' time when they stay over in America. Yep. So have a good week, everybody. I'll be in touch with you after our anniversary when we get back later on in the week. All right. Take care. Bye now.